This is Amy Zimmer from Holland Hunter Realtors with your real estate motivation. Buying your first home is typically pretty straightforward, but when it's time to move on, the process gets a little bit complicated. Should you sell your first home before you buy your next one? And if you do, where will you live in the interim? Can you buy a new home before you sell your old home, or should you do it simultaneously? And if you do, how will you pay for it with your money tied up in your first home? Well, deciding the best route for your purchase and sale is just one step in the road to buying your next house. And these steps will help guide you through the process. First of all, assemble your team. With so many variables to consider and paperwork to manage, finding a skilled realtor can help eliminate a lot of the stress and help you buy and sell with confidence. There are a lot of moving pieces, so you want to work with someone with experience in both buying and selling in your marketplace. Figure out your financing. Talk with your lender and your financial planner. In an ideal scenario, you'd have concurrent closings. However, if you're buying before you sell, you may have to get creative with your funds so that you can free up some money. Some ways to finance may be a home equity line of credit, otherwise known as a HELOC, dipping into your 401k plan, a cash out refinance, or a monetary gift from a friend or family member. To decide what's right for you, consider the pros and cons of each buy and sell scenario. So if you sell your old home before buying your new home, some pros are access to funds available, and you won't risk having to pay out 2 mortgages. You will have a definitive idea of how much you will have to spend on your new home, which is really beneficial. And also, buying without a contingency to sell can be really appealing when you're making an offer on another home. Overall, selling first may be helpful in lowering your stress. Cons: there is going to be stress of finding temporary housing, and the additional cost of budgeting for 2 moves is something you'll have to consider. Pros of buying your new home first before selling your old home: well, there's less of a time crunch, and you'll only have 1 move, and you can take your time if the new home needs any improvements. Cons: financing can be tricky and stressful, and there's additional costs to consider, such as a period of time where you'll be paying 2 mortgages and 2 sets of taxes. Additional stress: you'll need to consider what to do if you don't sell your original home right away. Whether you're selling first or buying first, or attempting a coordinated buy and sell, work out a timeline that works for both the buyer and the seller. This is an essential part of a successful deal, and may be extra essential if you're trying to buy and sell at the same time. Make sure to keep your realtor in the loop and stay very communicative as to what your needs are. So definitely be ready to expect the unexpected. Knowing that things might not go as planned and having an idea of how to deal with temporary housing, extra moving costs, or holdups with financing will give you peace of mind. Be ready to stay flexible. Moving from your old home into your new home is a different process for everybody. A realtor can help you understand your options and support you through the complex but achievable process of a synchronized buy and sell. So stay safe, be well, and happy home buying.